Guys later. All right, so hi guys, my name is Kendra from OVC. I am one of the marketers. Some of you might have met me before, some of you might have seen me on the social media, but today I am here to tell you guys about our Teach Abroad programs. Okay. So, just a little bit of a backstory about who OVC is. So, we are formally known as the largest international gap year company currently in South Africa and in Namibia. We have 15 branches here in SA and we do work remotely within Namibia. And then, just in case any of you were worried that we're going to scam you or we're going to human traffic you, I promise we won't. Okay. We have been travel specialists for the past 75 years. We were founded in 1950, and we're going to keep sending people overseas for another 75 years. If that's not enough for you guys, just ask your local OVC consultants, or you can pop me a message asking for our company profile. It's got a whole backstory about how we were founded, when we were founded, and who founded us. Okay. But without further ado, let's get on to the overview of what I'm going to be discussing with you guys today. First, we're going to be talking about teaching in Thailand. This is for degree holders. Second of all, we're going to be talking about teaching in Cambodia. That is for degree and non-degree holders. Thirdly, teaching in Japan is for degree holders only. And fourth, teaching in South Korea, which is also degree holders only. So if you're on here today and you don't hold a bachelor's degree, don't worry, you can apply for Cambodia. However, if you do hold a bachelor's degree, guys, please do remember your degree doesn't have to be in education. Your degree can be in HR, any kind of degree, as long as it is a bachelor's degree from a registered South African university or South African college. Let's move on to teaching abroad in Thailand. Okay, so to start off, this is the main things involving the program. So roughly your salary, you're looking at anywhere between 30,000 to 45,000 Thai baht. I cannot give you guys the rand amount. Exchange rates change every day. So what you can go do, take that amount, go into Google, convert Thai baht into rand. You'll be able to see how much you'll be earning. Okay. We do have flexible contract options. So short-term options are available. Long-term options are available as well. Extensive post-placement support is arranged for you guys, which is quite nice. So you are always supported on your program. What is included or what is needed? So first of all, on top of your degree, you will need a 120-hour TEFL certificate. However, you can also do it in the country, if I am not mistaken. All right. 120 hour is the basic TEFL certificate that you need. If you have 150, phenomenal. We just look for the basic. Then what's also included for you is a 1 week culture and language orientation, which is quite nice. So 1 week during that week, they will educate you about the Thai culture, Thai cuisines, Thai lifestyle, and they will also do a language orientation. So they don't just put you in an Asian country and expect you to know the language. No, you do have an orientation with their specific language that they speak. 40-hour online cultural foundation course is also part of the program when you're on the program, which is quite nice. So it's furthering your course to teach English online while you're on your program. Teaching for Thailand is typically done in public schools. So some of our teaching countries have private schools, they have public schools, they have language centers. So it does vary according to the various countries that we offer. So Thailand is public schools mainly. You will be placed in medium-sized to large-sized towns, which is quite nice, so that we won't just place you in a little town that no one knows of. Friends can be placed together, which is super, super cool. So if you have a friend that also has a degree, apply together, guys. We can send you together on the program. That's nice because when you're on the program, your monthly expenses, you'll be able to obviously split your monthly expenses, meaning you get to save more. And then the possibility to bring either your pets or your family is allowed for you guys. So This is done on a case by cases. Please do understand that. We are not saying guaranteed you can bring your pets or your family over. It is on a case by case basis. So that you need to chat to your OVC consultant directly about. They'll go chat with the partners. We can suss out how long you have to be there before you can bring your pets or your family over and what the protocols are regarding that process. Okay. Thailand benefits. So I'm sure a lot of you today want to know, number one, how to qualify. Number two, what's in it for you. Okay. So benefit number one, good earning potential. So that means salary-wise, salaries are quite decent. Guys, remember, in a lot of the Asian countries, being Vietnam or Thailand or Cambodia, especially Cambodia, the cost of living is very cheap. Our currency is actually stronger than theirs, so the cost of living is actually very cheap in that country. In Thailand, they have long summer and mid-year breaks. Okay, so please be advised, when it comes to Thailand, during those long summer breaks, unfortunately, you won't be working. So then that is when you get the time off to rest. You get time off to travel with the money that you've made only during those breaks. But then when the breaks are done, you go back to teaching. Okay. You will also arrive with a cohort of other participants. So you're not going to be the only one that arrives in the country, which is quite nice. And that allows you to build strong lifetime bonds with people, make new travel buddies on off days so you can travel with people and to meet other teachers, guys. It's also not only South African teachers you're going to be meeting when you arrive. You'll meet teachers from all over the world, which is super cool. Lifetime placement within the partner network is also a benefit to you. So even if you go and you teach in Thailand for 1 year, your placement within their network is for the rest of your life. So if you ever want to hop to another country or anything like that, you are part of our partners network, so they'll be able to assist you. Savings potential in Thailand. So on top of getting your salary and then you have monthly expenses to pay, the savings potential is quite nice. With the Teach in Thailand program, you're looking at saving anywhere between 200 to 400 US dollars per month. Obviously, that also depends on how much you spend your salary on and how much you're keen on saving. You can be placed at a school within their trusted network of partner schools. So those schools are within our partners network. They've physically gone to the schools. They've checked out the schools. They've placed teachers at those schools before. So it is a trusted school that they will be placing you with. Okay. Moving on to teaching in Cambodia. To be honest with you, Cambodia is probably one of my favorite Asian countries to go to. It's also very cheap for South Africans to go to. All right. So degree holder salaries. Remember, for Cambodia, you can have a bachelor's degree to qualify, or if you don't have a degree, you'll still qualify. Okay. So the salaries do vary according to degree and non-degree holders. Degree holders, you are looking at anywhere between 1,000 to 1,600 US dollars a month. And let me tell you, it's a lot more than what you'd be earning in South Africa. Okay. Then with our non-degree holders, your salary is anywhere from 900 US dollars to 1,500 US dollars. So there's not much of a difference according to salaries for non-degree and degree holders. It's just a slight difference. Okay. You go 12 full months. So remember, with Thailand, they did say that there are short-term contracts available. However, with Cambodia, it's not short-term. You have to commit to a 12-month contract. But if you want to extend after 12 months, go ahead. Okay. 120-hour in-class TEFL certificate. You have to do that in Thailand first. So with also visa regulations, the partners will assist you with that. You do what we call a border run. Okay, so usually you run to a follow neighboring Asian country to renew your visa. So that's like if you're placed in Cambodia, you will do a border run to Thailand to do your 120-hour TEFL certificate first. All right. Same thing as Thailand. You have the 1 week culture and language orientation. You get one both in Cambodia, obviously, when you go do the 120-hour course, and you get one in Cambodia. So it's 2 weeks of culture and language orientation, which is pretty cool in my opinion. Cambodia benefits. So, firstly, great placement for people that do not have degrees. Okay. Trust me, you're going to want to go here. 90% of the placements are in the capital of Cambodia, which is Phnom Penh. Excellent salaries related to the cost of living. Remember, I did tell you Cambodia's cost of living is extremely low, so you won't need to fork out hundreds or thousands for your cost of living every month. So your salary compared to the cost of living is actually very good. It is one of the best countries to make an impact through teaching, guys. Remember, their home language is not English. So you will make a massive impact on the kids that you teach, the adults that you teach, because you're teaching them a life lesson that they really would struggle to get anywhere else. Like Thailand, you will be placed in a trusted network of the partner schools and then placement, lifetime placement within the partner network. Very similar to Thailand. Savings potential, like I said, depending on how you budget your salary every month, is anywhere between 300 to 500 US dollars. That is what you can save every month. It does vary, remember? Like I said, you get the 2-week orientation, 1 week in Thailand, another week in Cambodia. You get 24/7 support by our partners that place you in the countries and both pre-arrival and whilst in the country. So they will support you before you even get on a plane, guys. And then when you arrive, they will also support you then. Okay. Moving on to South Korea, okay? South Korea is one of our most popular destinations. A lot of people want to go teach in South Korea. So let's get started on South Korea. Contract options, you can do short term, you can do 6 months, or you can do long term. So you can do 12 months and longer. It does depend. Please remember, guys, when you go on the program and you want to extend, for example, you've gone for 12 months and you want to teach for another 2-3 years, you will deal directly with our partners. Okay. OVC is not based in South Korea, Vietnam, Thailand, Cambodia. Our partners are based in those countries. So you'll deal with them. 12-month contract. So if you go for 12 months, your salary, you're looking at anywhere between 1,600 to 1,900 US dollars. If you go for the short-term contract, you're looking at 1,300 US dollars to 1,600 US dollars. If I can give you guys any advice, we will send you the brochures if you don't have the brochures for teaching overseas. However, you do pay a lot of money to go do this program. So it's not really beneficial for you to do a 6-month contract placement. 12 months is where you'll get your money's worth and then the possibility to extend. So you pay all this money. I don't think you guys want to go only for 6 months. Nice thing about South Korea. So number one, if you do the 12-month contract, it might include, it does depend on the schools and it does depend on our partners, but it may include free furnished housing. So that would probably be apartment style. A generous flight contribution. So they will give you, they'll obviously contribute finances towards your flights. During the holidays in South Korea, you're still paid even though you won't be working. Health insurance coverage can also be included for you. And at the end of your 12-month contract, you can get a bonus salary, which is pretty cool. Bigger benefits than Thailand and Cambodia. Moving on to more benefits from South Korea. So the program does offer 6 months. Okay. It's an excellent salary, I must say, and very high potential for you to save a lot of money at the end of the month. Free apartment accommodation, doesn't matter if you go 6 or 12 months. 24/7 support when you're in the country as well as before you arrive in the country. Partial flight reimbursement to South Korea, which is pretty cool. So when you apply for the program, you will pay your flights there. And then what usually happens is they will reimburse a portion of it back to you. Okay. Exact same thing as Thailand and Cambodia, lifetime placement within the partner network. Savings potential. So if you go for the 6 months, you're looking at saving anywhere between 250 to 750 US dollars or more. If you do the 12-month program, you are looking at anywhere from 400 US dollars. Sorry, that is a spelling error. I meant to say 1,000 US dollars. per month. So anywhere between 400 to 1,000 US dollars per month. Online and in-country cultural orientation and language orientation. Pretty cool. And then you get in-depth support on job applications and interview prep before you interview with the schools. So that's pretty cool. That comes from our partners. They do offer a lot of support to our teachers. And finally, our last destination, teaching in Japan. Any of you have emailed me before, you'll see in my email signature, my favorite country in the world is Japan. So kind of jealous that you guys could possibly go there. All right, so full-time teaching salary, you're looking at anywhere between 1,500 to 1,750 US dollars per month. Contracts are typically for 12 months. Cultural and language orientation weekends are included. So it's not a week, it's a weekend. And 40-hour online cultural foundation course. Benefits for Japan, online and in-country cultural language and orientation, like I just said. Same thing, 24-hour support before you arrive and when you are in the country. Placement within trusted network of schools. Lifetime placement within the partners network. In-depth support applications for jobs and interviewing prep. Guys, it's really nice that our partners do take the time to prep you before you interview with schools, because then that makes the chance of you getting employed at the schools quite high. Savings potential, you're looking at anywhere between 150 US dollars a month to 400 US dollars per month. And then special announcement for public schools placements only. Nearly a free, it's nearly though, it's not completely free, it's nearly. They provide you with a rental car. And then that's for the duration of your contract, along with the fuel stipend, which is pretty cool, guys. So that saves you a lot of money on your monthly expenses. They will help organize you a rental car, and they will basically pay for most of it and still give you a petrol allowance on top of that. That's a bargain if you ask me. All right, so how to meet the requirements, or what the requirements are to teach overseas. So we look for anywhere between the ages of 21 to 40 years old. If you are older the age of 40 years old, we will deal with you on a case-by-case basis. For all 4 destinations, you must have Thailand, South Korea, and Japan, the 3 destinations. You need a bachelor's degree from a recognized South African university, institution, or college. Can be in any field. Remember, it doesn't have to be an education. As long as you have a bachelor's degree. If you have an honors degree or a master's degree, fantastic. You still qualify. However, if you don't have a degree, you can do Cambodia. But remember, the 4th destination, Cambodia, degree holders can pick to go there as well. You must have a TEFL certificate that is internationally recognized. There are a few of our clients that come to us that already have TEFL certificates. We do ask you where you obtained your TEFL certificate through, because some institutions that you do it through are not internationally recognized. Announcement. If you need to get a TEFL certificate, guys, OVC offers it. It's an online course. We offer it. Speak to your local OVC consultant. We have the standard 120-hour TEFL course, and we have the advanced 150-hour TEFL course. So if you have your degree, you meet all the requirements, but you're just lacking the TEFL course, speak to us, guys. We offer the course, okay? You do need finances to be able to apply for the program. I will get to the finances shortly for you guys. You must be a native English speaker, and they have been quite strict with the nationalities that they accept for our teach abroad programs. You must only be a South African national to apply for this program. Unfortunately, if you are Namibian or any other nationality, unfortunately, we cannot put you forward for this teaching programs. Okay. Moving on to the costs, guys. If you don't have the brochures, please contact your local OVC marketer, your local OVC consultant. We will send you the brochures. It does go more in depth about the fees, when the fees are paid, the processes, and things like that. So always just reach out to us. So overall, the cost for Thailand starts from 85,000 Rand. It's not the accurate figure, it's the starting fee. So the application fee is 9950. Your placement fee is 600 US dollars. Your visa fee is anywhere between 50 to 150 US dollars. Flights is 10 to 20,000 Rand. It does vary, and OVC will always try to book you the cheapest flight available. Your travel insurance, so you do need to pay for full comprehensive travel insurance. So if you are 29 or younger than 29, you're looking at about 7,500 Rand starting from. If you're 29 and over 29, you're looking at about 10, just slightly over 10,000 Rand for the travel insurance. And then your spending money is 2,000 US dollars. Why do you need to take spending money? So the spending money isn't paid to us. The spending money stays in your account because when you get into the country, you might need to pay for transport, food, groceries, utilities, or any essential things that you need. Remember, you still need to work a full month before they pay you your salary. So that spending money is in your account so you can get by until you get your first salary. Cambodia, so across the board for all of our teaching programs, we do say it starts from 85,000. We do have a detailed cost breakdown per country in our brochure. Cambodia's application fee is 9950. For degree holders, your placement fee is 550 US dollars. Your placement fee if you're a non-degree holder is 600 US dollars. Your visa fee is 30 US dollars. Your flights, like I said, vary anywhere between 10 to 20,000 Rand. Your travel insurance, exact same as the slide before. And your spending money is the same as the slide before as well. Okay. South Korea, application fee is 9950. Your placement fee when you get hired by a school is 625 US dollars. Your visa fee is anywhere between 50 to 80 US dollars. Flights, 10 to 20,000 Rand, can vary. Your travel insurance starts from 2,090 Rand, and then your spending money is 2,600 US dollars. Why is the spending money for South Korea higher than Cambodia and Thailand? It's because the cost of living in South Korea is more expensive than those countries. Okay. Lastly, Japan, your application fee is 9950. Your placement fee is 650 US dollars. Your visa fee is 50 to 80 US dollars. Flights and travel insurance, same as the slide before. And then spending money is anywhere between 2,500 US dollars to 4,000 US dollars. Japan's cost of living is the highest and the most expensive out of the countries that I've listed. So that's why you need to take a little bit more spending money. When you want to apply for the Teach Abroad programs, please always try and make sure that you have about 80% of the overall total of the program fee. All right, because it does get a little bit delayed if you pay your application fee, you get hired, you pay your placement fee, and then you turn around to OVC and you say, well, I don't have the rest of the fees. Unfortunately, what can then happen is the school can decide to break the placement with you because they do want to fill that position sooner. So we always just advise you guys have 80% of the overall fees when you want to apply for the program. Okay. Moving on, lastly, oh, sorry, did I skip a slide? Did I skip a slide? Did I? Okay, no, I didn't. All right. So, guys, if you want to go check out our social media, please do. Instagram, TikTok, Facebook. We have a YouTube channel. Go check out our social media. We have tons of clients going overseas. We post every day, all day. So go check that out. Our OVC offices, like I said, we have 15 branches throughout South Africa. So we have Limpopo and Mpumalanga. We have Joburg and Pretoria. We have Durban and South Coast, Durban North and North Coast. We have Pietermaritzburg. The whole of the Free State, PE and East London formed into the Eastern Cape office. We have a Northern Cape office, Northwest, and then in the Western Cape, we have Cape Town, Kenilworth, Stellenbosch, and George. And then, like I said, we do have Namibia as well. Just a little intro to our team. These are our franchise owners. So some of you, if you live far, you won't get to meet them in person. So here's a little introduction to what they look like. They are real people, so you don't need to worry about that. The marketers, I'm there. You can see I work for the company, so I'm the marketer. And then the bottom here are our OVC team members. So your admins, your consultants, your marketers, everyone is all in here. Okay. Thank you guys for joining me today. And then I hope to see you guys go over.